Multiple alert day conditions are in the forecast for Wednesday and for Saturday, and it will impact travel in the upper Midwest. The very latest on those weather systems in just a few moments.
And we're getting ready for the busiest travel holiday of the year. We'll go live to the Dane County Regional Airport to check in on air travel.
And we'll bring you the latest information about a plane crash that happened last night in Greene County, claiming the lives of 2 Wisconsin men. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for staying with us, everyone. As many of you are making plans for the next few days, we have alert day conditions expected starting tomorrow.
Alex is here. How will this weather, there's a little bit of everything in the forecast, how will it impact the holiday travel?
Yeah, right. The winds are going to be the big factor as we go into alert day Wednesday. Also light snow. So the combination of light snow, winds gusting to 50 miles per hour, that's going to briefly reduce visibilities in southern Wisconsin. A couple of slick spots can't be ruled out as well. And first, to let you know, how does this all play out here? Our future track wind gust model showing whenever you get all these bright colors, that means really strong wind gusts. 6 o'clock Wednesday morning, 45 mile per hour wind gusts in Madison, a 50 mile per hour wind gust to the west in Viroqua, and it stays windy all day tomorrow. Winds gusting 45 to 50 miles per hour, even as we go into Wednesday night. Going into Thanksgiving Thursday, those winds are staying on the gusty side of at least 30 miles per hour as we head into Thanksgiving Thursday. And we're also keeping an eye on rain right now on Radar 3000 for traveling across southern Wisconsin. That rain is still well off to the west out near the Mississippi River. But as we track that rain across southern Wisconsin, by the time we get to 6, 7 o'clock, that's going to reach the Dells to Madison to Janesville. If you have any travel up the interstate, get ready for rain, and it will eventually turn over to snow. Expecting upwards of perhaps an inch of snow in Madison, maybe an inch or two for areas to the north and towards the east where winter weather advisories are in effect. We all have that wind advisory going on as we head into Wednesday, and that's just round number 1 of alert day conditions. Round 2 is on Saturday. Accumulating snow potentially 3 inches or more will also potentially impact much of the upper Midwest. When I come back, I'm going to give you a glimpse of all of this, breaking it all down, because we have a lot ahead here with weather-wise, with a lot of travel going on.
All right, Alex, thank you. And that weather is coming as millions will travel the skies around the country for Thanksgiving, kicking off the busy holiday season.
And our Jalen Banks joins us live now from Dane County Regional Airport on how air travel is going so far in our area. Jalen, what's happening out there at the airport?
Eric and Susan, I've been at the Dane County Regional Airport for majority of the day, and I would say there's been a pretty steady flow of passengers coming to and from the airport. And year over year, there seems to be a high volume of air travel, and it seems as if that's going to continue in 2025. The FAA expects this will be the busiest Thanksgiving for air travel in 15 years. That influx of air travel is reaching even the Dane County Regional Airport. Now, the airport tells me that compared to last year, they're up over 10% on passengers. They also have a 15% increase in flights. And of those flights, they're delivering an 11% increase as far as seats goes. Now, I have the chance to catch up with some of the passengers on what it's been like traveling during such a busy time.
Because I fly home every Thanksgiving. And last year, Madison took like almost an hour to get through TSA the day after Thanksgiving.
So actually, the funny thing is, as soon as I went to TSA, a huge wave came in. So thank you, Jesus. That was like perfect timing. Brief delay, like 15 minutes, but I was enjoying my time prior again.
The airport recommends during this time of the year to get to the airport about 2 hours before your flight, just because of the volatile and unexpected nature of air travel. Now, I've been keeping up with departures and arrivals here at the airport throughout the day. There's only been a handful of delays. Thankfully, no cancellations up until this point. That's something that we'll continue to keep an eye on both today and tomorrow during what are, some of the busiest times for Thanksgiving travel. But for now, I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. Reporting live from the Dane County Regional Airport, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
All right, Jalen, we'll see how the weather tomorrow affects air travel. Thank you. Well, Morgan Geyser, one of the women behind the 2014 Slender Man stabbing, will be heading back to Wisconsin today at the Cook County Criminal Courthouse in Chicago. Geyser waived her extradition to the state. Over the weekend, Geyser allegedly cut off her monitoring bracelet and left a group home here in Madison. Police found her in Posen, Illinois, with 43-year-old Chad Mecca. Both Geyser and Mecca were arrested for obstructing identification. If a judge approves Geyser's return to Wisconsin, the state will then decide whether to revoke her conditional release, potentially sending her back to a mental health care facility. And the Rock County teen accused of killing a 15-year-old boy and injuring 3 others in early November is heading to trial. Carter Petit pled not guilty to charges of homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle, reckless driving causing great bodily harm, and reckless driving causing injury. Now, the criminal complaint alleges Petit was driving well over the speed limit while high when he crashed into a cornfield west of South Emerald Grove Road in the town of Bradford in Rock County earlier this month. 4 other people, all teenagers, were in the car at the time. One of them, a 15-year-old boy, died at the scene. We're learning more today about the plane crash in Greene County that happened last night.
2 people have died in the crash. It happened just feet away from the airport where they were supposed to land. Armand Rahman has the latest details from the scene.
Greene County Sheriff's officials continue to block access to where the crash happened, which was a quarry on that side of Highway 59. Although staff at the Monroe Municipal Airport who did not wish to go on camera tell me they were working when it happened, heard the engines, came out, saw the sky turn bright yellow above the quarry, and then heard a large explosion. An explosion Greene County Sheriff Cody Knable says killed 2 people on board, 2 men in their early 40s, both from Winnebago County. Sheriff Knable tells me he does not plan to release the names of the men. The plane took off from Whitman Regional Airport in Oshkosh a little before 5 p.m. and was set to land right here at the Monroe Airport in some pretty foggy conditions.
A deputy arrived on scene and located an aircraft crash and construction equipment engulfed in flames.
Staff from the airport tell me the plane was likely an instructor aircraft. The NTSB and FAA were still investigating the site Tuesday. Reporting in the town of Sylvester in Greene County, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Armand, thank you. Americans are gearing up to holiday shop for Black Friday, also Cyber Monday. A new retail survey from Deloitte finds more than 80% of people say they'll be making purchases during these events, but with a majority of shoppers expecting higher prices on holiday goods, many say they're keeping their spirits bright and their wallets tight.
I think the bottom line here is people are looking for deals. Bank of America says 90% of people are going to go shop at a discount retailer. Okay, that's a lot, actually.
Yeah.
And then 50% would consider giving a dupe, a fake product, to save money.
Don't try that with me, Susan. Consumers looking to get an early start on Black Friday have several options. Online retailers are already rolling out specials, and major brick and mortars are opening early, starting at 5 a.m.
And Dane County officials and business owners are encouraging all of us to remember to buy local this holiday shopping season. The day after Black Friday is known as Small Business Saturday. Local officials say if you shop locally, 40% of the dollars you spend stay in the community versus 14% for major chains. For food and beverage sales, it's even more significant. 61% stays in the community against 30% leaving.
It stays in the community through local jobs and wages, through local taxes, which the city and all the other organizations are valuable to. Local business services. So if you're a small business, it's your accountant, it's your marketing person. And local suppliers. And when you're in the food industry, that's our producers, our growers. So we're keeping all of that local.
A new report from Lending Tree found 54% of consumers say they intend to shop on Small Business Saturday this week.
A Richland Center organization is asking for your help in bringing aid to Jamaica. Late last month, you'll recall Hurricane Melissa made landfall on the island nation as a Category 5 hurricane. And now the Jamaican Mission Program in Richland Center is working to fill a 20-foot shipping container to help support the Blessed Assurance home and surrounding community down in Montego Bay.
A lot of the roofs are gone, and so trying to replace those roofs, we have about 50 sheets of roof steel to get down there. That can replace 10 roofs on people's houses down there. But we have bulk food. You know, a staple in Jamaica is rice and peas. So getting dry beans, rice, flour, cornmeal, so food, water, and general shelter.
All donations have to be received by December 5th. A link to donate supplies or money can be found under the story linked on our website at channel3000.com.
More than 150 volunteers have been coming together doing a lot of cooking at a Madison church to feed local families this Thanksgiving. For the 31st consecutive year, Good Shepherd Lutheran Church is holding a community Thanksgiving meal on Thursday. The food will be served from 11 to 1 at the church on Raymond Road.
We're expecting about 500, just kind of with our constant growth we've had. And it's a beautiful meal because people from all different backgrounds and different neighborhoods, they all come together here at Good Shepherd, and all are welcome.
Good Shepherd also provides food through their Holy Cow food truck. This year it served over 6,000 meals at 72 different events. Smells pretty good in the
turkey looks good, doesn't it?
Next at 5, Alex will tell us about the alert day conditions that are on the way.
And the deer population in Wisconsin continues to grow, of course. We'll hear if the number of licensed deer hunters is matching that rise. And working towards peace with Russia, the new agreement that has support from officials in Ukraine. And a second consecutive strong trading day on Wall Street. The Dow Jones skyrocketing some 664 points. The Nasdaq jumps 153.5. S&P adds almost 61. And we'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. The deer population in Wisconsin has continually increased in recent years.
Now in the midst of gun deer season's opening weekend, does the number of licensed hunters match that increase in deer? Our Nash Dara is here now with the story. Nash?
Yeah, Susan, numbers show the amount of gun deer hunters in Wisconsin stayed relatively similar from last year's statistics. This year, the DNR registered just under 800,000 licenses, and around 550,000 of which were strictly for gun privileges only. These totals were down only 0.03% from this time last year, so although hunter numbers may be down in the big picture, license numbers are at a constant.
We need to make a clarification between the difference in decline in hunter numbers and license sales, because we have documented a loss in total hunter numbers since the turn of the century, but those hunters that remain, more of them are purchasing both archery and firearm licenses.
During the opening weekend, hunters harvested just over 90,000 deer statewide, which was nearly a 4% increase from 2024, which Pritzl believes was due to the weekend starting one day earlier. The date for the opening week of gun deer hunting will last until November 30th, and hunters are required to wear neon orange and/or pink when in the field.
Nash, thank you. The hunters could always use a little snow, and they're going to get that and a little bit of everything else. There are several alert days in the forecast over this Thanksgiving holiday
We're
period.
all hoping for safe travel conditions out there, though. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now with an update on what we can expect. Alex.
Yes, let's break it all down. First alert day set here. Number 1, wind gust to 50 miles per hour on Wednesday. This is for all of southern Wisconsin. This really is for much of also the upper Midwest as well, with some light snow and some light snow accumulation mixed in with winds gusting at times. Look at this as I put this into motion here. 45 to 50 mile per hour winds widespread across all of southern Wisconsin and widespread across much of the upper Midwest too. So if you have traveled Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit, we're all going to be experiencing these strong winds throughout the day on Wednesday, going into Wednesday night, and then going into Thanksgiving Thursday at 30 miles per hour wind gusts. So staying breezy on Thursday as well. Can't miss out here. We also have rain stretching from La Crosse down to Viroqua down to Prairie du Chien. This is that cold front that's going to advance across southern Wisconsin, and with the big changes behind that front. Showers stretching from the Dells to Madison to down to Janesville, maybe a clap of thunder as we head towards 8 o'clock this evening, and then watch what happens overnight. Winds roar in from the west to northwest. Rain changes and mixes over to wet snow by 6 o'clock on Wednesday morning. Light snow activity, Dells, Madison, areas towards the north and east where they have winter weather advisories in effect. We are all under that wind advisory tomorrow for those strong gusty winds. Eventually the snow will kick on out of here, but we could have some slick spots in some of those area back roads that don't get as much travel. So be careful tomorrow. The combination of the winds, the light snow, upwards of maybe a ½ inch to an inch in Madison, inch or two off towards the north and towards the east, that is going to impact that travel in southern Wisconsin and in much of the upper Midwest. Then kind of the calm before the next round of alert day conditions. A breezy Thursday, a quiet Friday at 29 degrees with snow moving in as we head into Friday night. Very, very late. Weather models are back in really good agreement, accumulating snowfall at least several inches, 3 inches or more for all of southern Wisconsin, Saturday going into Saturday night. So what do we know here? Let's be really clear about this. Late Friday night going into early Saturday is the timing for this next weather system that could bring snow not just to southern Wisconsin, but to much of the upper Midwest, at least 3 inches or more widespread. Both ground travel and air travel will be affected because the extent of this weather system will be across much of the upper Midwest, not just consolidated to southern Wisconsin. But as always, that final storm track could increase or decrease those snow totals. And the First Warn Weather Team, we will be first to let you know as we see any changes or any modifications or any continued increases in confidence with this impactful weather system as we go into the weekend. Probably want to see future track across the entire upper Midwest. Here's the rain changing to where they have snow across Minnesota and northern Wisconsin tonight. Here's our light snow shower activity across the state with windy conditions on Wednesday. Then as we go into Thursday, things start to calm down a little bit, still on the windy side. But watch this here as we head towards Friday, going on into Saturday, snow breaking out widespread in the upper Midwest. So again, this is Minneapolis, this is Madison, this is Green Bay, this is Chicago. We are all impacted by this expansive area of snow with this next weather system, and the track will be key as to where the heaviest snow lines up as we get to 6 o'clock Saturday. That low pressure right over the Des Moines area with widespread snow across much of the upper Midwest, depicted not just by one weather model but by several weather models, increasing our confidence in snowfall that could reach that alert day criteria of at least a few inches. Just got off the phone with folks in Janesville at WCLO. When's the best chance to travel? Well, this weather system will likely kick out of here on Sunday with hopefully improving conditions across much of the upper Midwest as we go into Sunday afternoon and go into Sunday evening. Following that second impactful weather system, a winter-like, January-like set of temperatures, 20s by day and single digits to the lower teens by night. So from fall to winter, that's where we're headed.
All right, Alex, we're getting ready. Thank you. Jordan Love's not letting a shoulder injury stop him from playing.
Nope. News 3 Now senior Packers writer Jason Wilde caught up with the Packers quarterback on how he's getting ready for the Thanksgiving Day game against the Lions.
In the grand tradition of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers playing through just about every injury imaginable, Rodgers tried to play last week for the Steelers through a broken left wrist, and he is going to play with it this week. Jordan Love is following in their footsteps, trying to play through a painful left shoulder injury. Now, it is his non-throwing shoulder. It is a separation and a sprain of the AC joint. The same injury that knocked Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield out of Sunday night's game. The same injury that Carson Wentz struggled with a few weeks ago while he was the Vikings starting quarterback. That ended up being a season-ending injury for him. Jordan Love not going to let that stop him playing on Thanksgiving against the Detroit Lions.
It's one of those things where, I'm able to play through it. Obviously, anytime you take a hit, fall on it, you'll feel it. But nothing that is holding me back or nothing I can't play through. Yeah, it's an injury. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But with those guys, I'm not sure, what exactly their injuries are. I think every injury is a little bit different and how guys feel from it. So it's something that, we've done the test and kind of looked at it and examined it during the game. And it was something that, we felt I could play through and go out there and continue to play through, and that's what we did.
As admirable as that is that Love is playing through this injury, it is important to note the seriousness of that injury and the danger of further injuring it. Jordan Love knows the risks. He believes he needs to be out there for his team, and his team appreciates it. We'll have full coverage of that story and everything else Packers on our website, channel3000.com. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for our Packers newsletter, which delivers that coverage directly to your inbox every single day. In Green Bay at Lambeau Field, Jason Wilde, channel3000.com.
All right, Jason, thank you. The second Bucs game you can watch for free on over-the-air television is set for this weekend. Saturday night, Bucs will take on the Brooklyn Nets on our sister channel, Television 3.2, Television Wisconsin, as part of our partnership with Weigel Broadcasting. That game set to tip off at 7 p.m.
Just ahead at 5, a Democratic senator is under investigation by the Pentagon. Why his statements are being called seditious by President Trump.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A U.S. official says Ukraine's government has agreed to a peace deal.
Although the White House is saying there are still a few delicate issues that need to be hammered out, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky hopes to meet with President Trump soon to work out what he called sensitive points, while Russia's foreign minister declined to directly comment on the plan.
There is new fallout tonight after a group of Democrats reminded members of the military that they should refuse to obey illegal orders. In a video, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly and the 5 other lawmakers did not claim that President Trump has issued any illegal orders. But on Face the Nation this weekend, Senator Kelly said he does worry that the president will.
This president, from before he was in office, as he was a candidate, to the time he was in office in his first administration, has said things that cause us great concern.
President Trump has called the remarks by that group of Democrats, quote, seditious behavior punishable by death, while the Pentagon says Senator Kelly could be court-martialed.
Stay with us, Alex. We'll have a final check of your first one forecast after a short break.
The game. Ohio State and Michigan renew their college football rivalry this weekend. And tonight's Eye on America looks at the trash talk after the game.
And the ultimate Thanksgiving showdown. What's on your plate? Turkey or ham? The big debate tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And of course, whatever you eat, we hope you get there safely, and
That's
weather
right.
plays a role here, Alex.
Yeah, we had a lot going on the next couple days going into the holiday weekend. First, Future Track showing rain moving across southern Wisconsin by the time we get to 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. This is a cold front coming through, and behind that cold front, here come the winds. Alert day conditions expected on Wednesday for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour, along with light snow. Accumulating snow still looks likely. Alert day conditions are expected Saturday and Saturday night for 3 inches, perhaps more than that, across much of the upper Midwest. And I want to stress that this is not just southern Wisconsin. This is the entire upper Midwest that are dealing with tomorrow's winds and the potential for accumulating snow as it goes Saturday going on into Sunday, and then cold after that. Want to tune in tonight at 6. We'll do a recap using Future Track of showing you all the timing of the winds and the snow potential for tomorrow, and then the latest on where we're at with this upcoming weather system for Saturday going on into Sunday. You don't want to miss it.
Oh, very good. We'll see you at 6. Thank you, Alex. And thanks for watching at 5 tonight, everybody. The CBS Evening News is coming up next.
We'll be back in 30 minutes, of course, for News 3 Now at 6. You can always find us streaming 24/7 on Channel 3000+.